everyone with this one right here. You got Silencer, Grime Ain't Dead, Dizzee, and Rascal. And you got with the Grime Ain't Dead, and you got with Silencer and Dizzee, Rascal. So you got this one right here, and this one coming into it with the whole thing. With the Grime Ain't Dead, and I've been seeing a lot of a lot of different stuff going on, especially with this ones right here and these things, because with the whole grime and the whole other stuff, like all this other stuff been going on for years. So it's like, how can something be really a physical, and another spiritual thing, going on? But with the whole thing and everything else, going on, and especially other incitements and stuff like that, it's like whatever lives on, it lives on, through the other icon. But you got with this one right here, and especially with the whole other thing, But you got with Grimes Ain't Dead, you got Silencer and Dizzee and Rascal. So you got the main like for last dick.
Hey Teddy, you went psycho on this one. Disgusting. All I know is darkness and digits. I'm from Boat E3, not Chizzy. Miss me with a hype and a gimmick. Miss me, I ain't in it, been it. I still get more birds than you if you pulled up in a Rolls and I pull up in a Civic. Better watch these birds, they'll have you in the clinic. Talking about I'm just checking up, in it, is it? Everybody is a critic, but don't hype in the gimmick. Miss me, I ain't in it, been it. I still get more birds than you if you pulled up in a Rolls and I pull up in a Civic. Better watch these birds, they'll have you in the clinic. Talking about I'm just checking up, in it, is it? Everybody is a critic.
Ooh, he said better watch these birds because they leave you in a clinic. Hey, he said with a Bennett. Hey, with the whole thing, in the clinic to the Bennett. Better watch those birds because they send you to the clinic to the Bennett. It's like the whole thing, how it's just, he got it just on another pessimism. Like, the way it just, the first couple of minutes or her first couple of seconds, he said the clinic to a Bennett, like, the whole thing, how it's just, like, you put a stamp on that already, like, how it's just, because it's already, clownism is already coming through, the way it is. So you put a little stamp on that, the whole thing, how it's just flimming and blinics.
But don't test my spirit, I ain't got no limit, I ain't got no minutes, I ain't got no time, it's a fly and visit. You ain't got no height, you're a midget. Now bury that big man talk instead, just kill it. You ain't never been a big man, just admit. You ain't never been a big man, you don't live it. Tell me again, I'll tell you again. I'm 10 out of 10, don't break, not bend. I don't know about them, don't mix or blend. Don't ask me again, I won't tell you again. No repetition, restrict your diction. These pricks want no friction. Opposition, ammunition, send you to the physician. Grime ain't dead.
We said no opposition, no clipper sim, no clipper sim. The oppositions, they'll send you to the oppositions. The Clint A with the whole thing. To the ammunitions, like dude, the ammunitions, like he said. He had like all kinds of obituaries on that. Like he was just clipping to another situation, and he had it like just flipping to another one, and he, it was flipping and flipping. He said like ammunition to the clinics, and then he said like all these other positions.
I'm still breathing, Grime ain't dead, no one's grieving. Come against me, you must be dreaming. I said what I said, God bless and good evening. Grime ain't dead, I'm still breathing. Grime ain't dead, no one's grieving. Come against me, you must be dreaming. I said what I said, God bless and good evening. I'm good in the manor, good in the hood, good in the should. Good everywhere, it's not misunderstood that I do what I want. Yeah, I'll do what they can't and they wish that they could. And I wouldn't swap places with them if I could. I swap Kelly with Kim and I'll give her the wood. Now she can't see the trees through the woods like I weren't just a regular African picnic. And back in the 90s was rough and they called me a schools. I ain't even gonna dwell on that. I done well, I've been hell and back. I'm from the LDN and we setting off trend. We don't beg no friend, go tell them that. In fact, if you're just for the big chat, get your melon cracked and get your name put in the pack. Or the youngest cop in the pack, who's selling that? Pure disrespect, best respect my intellect. Last time I checked, I've been a vet. What disconnect? Last time I checked.
Ooh, last time I checked, I've been a vet. Never beg a friend, like they say. Never try to try to go against, just go against something, like he said. Never try to like beg a person and be like, hey man, I this and that, like the whole thing. And he said never been a threat or something like that. And he said new pack, don't get put into the flavor, like ooh, the whole thing. But like they say, the whole thing, how it's just pristine and all these other things, like how you got that reposition, like that recognition.
it's been accepted with no exception. I've been top 2 selected. I'm 1 and 2 when I'm unaffected. I'm 1 and 2. You all know the best is don't know the rest is don't get me restless. Grime ain't dead, I'm still breathing. Grime ain't dead, no one's grieving. Come against me, you must be dreaming. I said what I said, God bless and good evening. Grime ain't dead, I'm still breathing. Grime ain't dead, no one's grieving. Come against me, you must be dreaming. I said what I said, God bless and good evening. It's kinda deep, you better pre and peep and mind what you speak. They say talking sheep, so keep it short and sweet. I said I can't peek, I got a clean sheet. Why would I take a seat? Why would I talk shit and be in shit's creek when I could take a leak? I'm on a winning streak, could just chill and sleep. I don't beg beef, they wanna give me grief. I'm just grinning teeth. I got a smile to the left and around.
Oh, I'm just a grinning teeth under the previous teeth. Hey, see the whole thing, how we just put it in and how we just brisking it. Like, hey, I like how they just keep someone, you know, how they keep it going. Like, they keep someone going. Like, hey, you know, like they say, you know, it still lives through the next person like that. It's always going to live through the next person. Like, and the way they got it going, you know, it lives through them, you know, because they going to keep, they keeping the excitement going. Like, they the main ones that's keeping it going because, you know, it's always the next person, you know, to take the next place. And, you know, like he said, you know, I like just the encroachment, the nest they got, you know. It's just the way they got a solid, I like their solid vegetary, like they got a solid vegetary vet, you know, and its perspectives.
My face and it can't be erased, but just in case, got a gorgeous ting coming over my place. Gonna hit it from the back while ripping out ways. Gonna give it that pace, gonna do it bait face. Just play your position and hold your space. When you got beer budget and champagne taste, who's playing it safe? Who's playing it safe?
Hey, but this goes to like the whole thing, you know, the grime, you know. But hey, you got everywhere, you know, everywhere. But you got with the whole thing right here. Much respected to, you know, grime, you know, because when it comes to, you know, the whole thing and the whole thing, you know, you gotta give your respect on, you know, everything else, you know, that's going on, and you know, and the solid one, he's a solid one too, you know. I really mess with. He's a real solid one because, you know, most people won't really do a thing like this and have it like on another percentage. So, you know, it has it just Dracula's, but you got with this one right here and all this other stuff. But most definitely go check this out for you guys self. And, you know, with this main, you know, ground